So what's up, ladies and gentlemen? You already know, it's Muzic King here, live on the RokkStar podcast.
Hey.
And I'm here with a very special guest today. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey, I'm Chasity Londyn. I just gotta wrap up this text. Give me 2 seconds.
She said that so professional. She's like, hey, it's Chasity Londyn. You know what I'm saying? She got text. I don't know if it's a millionaire texting her or if it's a new deal texting her. It could be anybody with Chasity. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna call this podcast, this episode today, the East Coast West Coast podcast. You know
East Coast West Coast.
Because Chasity, she from Pasadena, which is like the East, but on the West. You feel what I'm saying? She from the West, and then she been in the East in New York for like a long time now.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
4.5.
What's been going on on the East Coast, being from the West Coast? What you been doing out here?
Well, when I first got out there, I had a pop-up festival.
Ooh, okay.
That was crazy. It was for the culture, for the people, for black artists, like strictly, to be honest. People came out from everywhere.
Where's everywhere?
Like the UK.
Damn.
Canada's around the corner, so I can't even say Canada.
That's still lit though. Drake
Like
Peoples was coming, the Tory Lanez people was coming, the Six Side, all of them was coming. Okay.
Yeah,
Toronto. Hey, shout out to all my Toronto, Canada homies. I love y'all.
Hey, I love y'all too.
What else though?
And that shit was crazy.
What kind of music genres was it?
I had mostly hip hop, but it was everything. It was
okay.
R&B. We had bands. We had like live art.
Okay.
We had like virtual experiences. Like this girl had set up like a virtual whole shit. You put the earphones and the mask on, and you enter into like a different world.
Damn.
She had that set up. Damn. It was trippy, and I was high as shit with the owner of the space. Like he was lit. He smoked with us.
So you put together another festival, but you did it in New York. So for people that don't know, like you a music artist, you known for being a model, a music artist, and then after you already was super popular at that
music festival,
you put together like a big ass music festival out here in LA. Wasn't it called like Brochella or something? Hoodchella. Mm-hmm. And then you get sued by Coachella. Like Coachella sued you. What happened? How much they sued you for?
When you look up my full name, it's under my ex's name and mine. They sued us for like $100,000. But at first they tried to give us like $2,000 to change the name. They called us and was like, can you just change the name? We'll give you $2,000. But I was like, are you're basically spitting on me, trying to give me a penny for something that's worth millions of dollars? Hell no.
Damn. So you was like, fuck that short money.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm greedy. I'm like 2,000. That sound kind of good. Make about 20,000. We got a deal. You know what I'm saying? I might would have said something.
Kamaya was like, nah, hell no. But I'm gonna just talk about that era then for a quick second.
Cause that's deep. You had a festival that was so viral that was in LA. A lot of real hip hop artists.
Skepta was there.
At your festival?
At our Skepta,
just like people that
Playboy Cardi, that was his first show in LA.
Damn.
Put niggas on. They don't want to talk
Skepta
about that.
These is platinum selling niggas. Hey, y'all see RokkStar podcast got important people on here, boy. Shit. This podcast is full of gems. Damn.
But we threw a house party. It was supposed to be the after party to this when Odd Future was like a thing.
Word. It's still a thing.
It is, but they're not like a group like they used to be, like all together. But when they were like, it was that time when everybody was like going to Odd Future parties and shit, and they were performing in Pomona when we had that place in Pomona when I was living with him. They were performing at something.
Why don't you just say your ex name? It's cool, right?
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
Say his name.
Kamayo, and then Bear Cap.
That's his rap name, Bearcat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
His
like,
skate name.
Yeah, give him his credit. Like, so you and your ex came together and y'all did some real shit. You ain't.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gotta leave him out because he was a bunch of part of it is you, though, right?
He thought of the idea, and I helped because when we met, we were already doing our own thing. I already had Moon Vibes, the music festival, and he was doing parties.
Okay.
So we just combined our shit. And then we was to get, Shout
out Bearcat out of Pomona. I be seeing him on Instagram. I see this nigga in the streets too. Don't think he just an Instagram nigga, but he be putting out some hard music and everything. So, check out Bearcat.
Yeah, his music is fire.
Yeah. They used to go together and do some shit. So, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy shit.
RokkStar people be going together sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Okay, so we were supposed to throw that after party to the show that Golden Voice had set up. Coachella had a show in Pomona because they own hella property out there.
Okay.
They own like hella buildings. Like,
so y'all was just doing an unofficial after party.
In the hood.
A house in the hood.
And we on the other side, but everybody thought for some reason we were the party, not the after party. So they all ended up coming to our house.
They didn't even go to the shit.
We taxed niggas at the door like hella bread to get into our house. Like, what was it, over 30 to get inside the house because everybody was performing. All the artists came to our house.
So the niggas that was supposed to go to the Coachella shit came to your house?
Yeah, and they got shut the fuck down, and they posted like our address.
So Lil Wayne skipped
They
the
posted our
party.
address on the door, and they was like, the show has moved here, basically. And then that's when they tried to serve us the papers. And then he fucking opened the door. I was like, don't open the door. Like, somebody's finna serve us papers. Like, why are you opening the door?
This is like after y'all did?
Yeah, they was done. Like, we already had issues with them. So they was like, they shutting our shit down.
So
they taking money out of our pocket.
How'd y'all even do that, though? Like, how did two people, like, do something the whole company does?
Because I already had that power by myself. And he had that power by himself. And before him, I was throwing... Like, I set the standard for underground rap in LA. Like, if nobody knows that. Okay. I had a whole thing going with the music festivals and shit.
Facts.
And, I was the first to throw a music festival in LA.
Facts.
On the beach in a penthouse.
Facts. Where
that shit got, the firefighters came and they was like,
Facts.
It's too many niggas in here. It's too many niggas. But, yeah. We just came together and that shit popped, like, cause he knew people, I knew people. We both threw shows. We just did it.
And it was like a special time in LA.
Yeah, everybody was on our shit, so everybody was like, "We gotta be there." Like, like Chasity and Bearcat throwing some shit. Like, you have to come. Niggas.
I know. I took like a car full of girls home from that shit or something. You know what I'm saying?
My friend came to perform from the UK too, and he ended up moving out here. He fucked with it so much. He moved out here.
So y'all like curated the culture and like
he came
evolved
to my
the
house
culture
from the UK to perform at my house.
That's some real house party LA shit.
Some crazy shit.
Damn, that's epic right there. Like,
we had a hot tub in the back and bubbles. Niggas was in the hot tub. Like, niggas was performing while in the hot tub, like with bubbles and shit. I got pictures.
I'm gonna say this: like, the West Coast is super slept on. Like, all y'all entertainment people, y'all A&Rs, like the West is slept on. It's such a high culture of fashion, music, art. Everything going out here is slept on. Like, it's so many creators that just do it for the passion, that do it for the love, and they not even doing it for the money. They just doing it for those reasons. And if they did have money behind it, that shit will go crazier than anything you've ever seen before. But go ahead, keep sipping on the West, and y'all gonna like not get no cuts because what's gonna happen is the artists is gonna just do their own shit and figure it all out themselves and gonna keep 100% of the money, and then you companies are not gonna get nothing.
I'm keeping all my
because they not gonna need y'all. Because the internet is their tool and they already doing it themselves. So they like, why I want to fuck with y'all? Y'all didn't find me last year. Y'all didn't find me the year before. Y'all didn't find me when I was doing them festivals. Now I'm up. I'm already a millionaire. Why would I want to talk to y'all now? From independent on. So the record labels, I don't know what y'all gonna do, man. Y'all shit. Film companies too, because people shooting their own films. People doing their own parties.
It's not about to be record labels because I don't know. They're not really needed anymore because niggas are coming up on their own. It's not the same. Like, the music industry is not built the same anymore. It's like more independent than it ever has been.
Right. independent.
Niggas are finding ways to promote themselves, like, and like grow a fan base online.
Ooh, right, like guerrilla social media marketing for free. They didn't have to pay no money or nothing. They just they should just pop
for free. When I tell you, I get like 10 new fans every day just by them watching my reels and shit and Twitter, because I be going off on Twitter.
But if the label was really like stepping with you, that'd be like 10,000 new fans every day.
Right? Yeah.
Right, but just for you, like, well, I'm gonna run off my 10 new fans.
Yeah, for
I'm
me,
gonna monetize
myself.
and build my 10 new fans because I got pride in my own brand and I know what I'm doing is great and I know I'm a queen. I know I'm on top of what I do.
Yes.
So it's like I'm not gonna devalue myself. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Right. What's up with this new music? Because I heard some new music from your project. No, we can't play music on the podcast, copyright issues.
Oh.
But I heard some of your new tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was some of the producers you work with on there? Because I heard a couple ratchet tracks on there. I really had like, but I seen like the project was like, it wasn't just like one type of sound.
Yeah,
it was like all over. What's the name of the project, first of all?
It's called 626.
Okay.
Based on where I'm from, Pasadena.
Word.
The 626 City of Roses. You already know.
Okay. That's an epic city. That's where the Rose Bowl go down and all that
we
kind of
got
stuff.
a lot of talent out there. Niggas is really sleep.
Okay. And some of our futures actually from Pasadena too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or some Haji
Beats, right?
Yeah.
So LA is just big like that. Like we got talent everywhere. But I did hear the project. I liked it. You feel me? Because I mean, some of the songs is like super on that girly vibe stuff. But I mean, you know, that ain't my vibe. But you know, it was good music. But I like some of the other songs. I was like, okay, I could fuck with this shit. All right. It had like a good beat. Like I was like, okay, yeah, it was ratchet. It was like you had like some West Coast beats.
Yeah, I had a Pasadena song on there.
Right.
Talking crazy.
So I like when I can listen to girls' music and I can like it too. Like, okay, this isn't saying all super girly. So like, it's something niggas can listen to. You can smoke to it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All of that. You feel me? So
I'm dropping a deluxe probably the end of the month. With extra tracks.
Like an expansion of that project?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
With the features, the Pasadena features.
So you keeping it real like West.
Yes.
Like, okay. So so for a lot of people going, like, I'm sure it's a lot of independent artists watching us right now, right? And it's like you've done so much from being a model, like, you know what I'm saying, to being an artist, to even somebody that like put together massive festivals, right?
Yeah.
How do you start? Like, say you think you got something. How do you start? How do you get there? How do you even get your stuff recorded? How did you? Because I remember you put me on Connect. You put me on shows. You know what I'm saying? Like you put me on money. Like how do you do it? How do I do it? Or what's the advice for somebody that want to do something like that?
Okay, I can give advice.
Because you out here making thousands of dollars. I don't know, maybe you might be making millions. But I know for sure you making thousands.
I wish.
You feel me? Independently. You know what I'm saying?
One day.
And living off of your art and your music. You don't got a job or nothing like that. You're funded by your talents. No. How do you do that?
So, this is just my own personal story. I just feel like everybody has a path that they have to go down, like individually, just to find themselves. Okay. And I just ended up going down that path because that was for me. Like I was already making music and like I knew everybody, like from being around. I didn't have no music recorded, like when everybody knew my songs. They knew my songs by heart when I would pull up and everybody would rap my lyrics. I had no music nowhere. It was just off the strength of word of mouth and like coming to my shows. It's like niggas, it was like I missed that type of energy too, where it's like you don't have to go on social media to know where the spot is tonight. Like, oh, you're gonna be there, we're gonna be there too. It's gonna be lit. But now it's like social media, oh, send me a flyer like this. But back then it was really all about music. It was not about that clout shit.
We really used to like hang in the streets, so like we used to hang on Melrose and like
everywhere. We used to go to the beach.
All that.
We used to be at Venice Beach.
Right. It's everybody. The whole subculture would. You feel me? We would all be there. So like the word would get around without social media.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, but they say that's the strongest form of advertising.
Exactly. Nowadays, and I don't mind it. It's like evolution, but I just like was like tired of waiting on niggas, and I'm like, I'm finna throw a music festival and I'm gonna be the headliner. Like, I literally said that, and then the next day called up all the homies on the phone because all my friends are artists, so I called up like literally 50 niggas. Right. It was like, your set time is this is what time you're gonna perform. Be here for sound check. That shit turned into a music festival. That shit was like sold out. The first festival, like the niggas was lined up down the block, like all the way around the corner, because there was so many people in the lineup, and everybody brought like 20 people, right? Each person.
Everybody was. It wasn't just no who. It was everybody that was in LA that was on that shit that had some
Exactly. It was real artists, underground artists, and the reason why Moon Vibe stood out from everybody else's shit is because I had so many people on the lineup all the time. It was like, damn, she got 50 niggas on this shit. Right. This shit don't end until like 5 in the morning. And niggas wanted to be out and like socializing and vibing and listening to music, because music is everything. That's what connects everyone.
Right. That part. So you really was like connecting the dots, but you put yourself in position to win.
Yeah, my friend had a hostel in East LA that his parents owned, and he gave the shit like do whatever you want. And I made that shit into a like festival. Like in the back, we took out shit and was like moving shit around and was like, okay, this is the spot.
So how'd you just know everybody though? Like you knew everybody. Like I ain't gonna say more names, but everybody you knew, you know, everybody you used to deal with. Like this, I don't see nothing on no low shit. They all like verified. They all getting hella money. They all get millions or big racks. Or they all on their shit. Everybody was involved.
I knew them beforehand, and they remember how I made them feel. Right. That's it. It was the feeling. So we're still connected to this day. Everybody's like on their own path and growing and shit. And I don't deal with stagnant niggas.
Right. Like, that part. People be stagnant like old water sometimes. And don't be right. That's a gem right there. You said she don't deal with people that stagnant. So like shit, the RokkStar, we apply pressure over here. Pressure make diamonds. So you ain't applying pressure if you stagnant. If you're not, you know what I'm saying, putting all the gas to it. You feel me? If you're not pushing it all the way. Exactly. And so the people you surround yourself, you want to surround yourself with similar people that be about their shit as well. You feel me? They may not be exactly on what you're on, but they're on what they're on.
Exactly. They're riding their own way.
Right. And you don't want everybody to do exactly what you do anyway. You want people to be different. Like that's what makes a winning team, a winning organization. Everybody got their certain thing they do. That's their niche, and if they do that great and focus on that, then everybody can win.
Yeah, and they can expand within that, and then that's gonna bring them other opportunities. Like do what you do best. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Do what you do, and everything's gonna work out in your favor.
Cause I've seen people, just even like photographers you work with that wasn't on, that's on now.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like just little stuff, like, you feel me? So you gotta really play your role out here, and if you play your role and go hard, that will probably lead you to success.
Yeah, and those are all my plugs. That's why I like to utilize my contact list.
Right. So you got you network for the net worth. Okay.
A gym.
Okay.
That was a gym.
Word. So like, how do people treat you now? Like, since you did all that, you feel me? Since, you know what I'm saying, you made yourself famous. Like, you know how Rick Ross was like, nigga, I'm self-made. Like, you really self-made. Like, didn't no nigga or no bitch make you. You made yourself. You probably made some of these niggas and made some of these bitches, to be honest. But we're
not gonna do that.
Yeah, you feel me? So
how
does it feel like to really not just be a boss, but a female boss? You feel what I'm saying? Because it's bosses out here, it's female bosses, but you're a young female boss. Like, how is it? How do people treat you? Like, how does it feel? Like, how does it feel just to move like that?
Well,
people look up to you, and
it's funny when people don't know who I am. Like, it's just like, because it's like a low key thing, kind of like. Everybody knows.
People don't know who you are? Like, I thought everybody know you.
No, it's just funny. But the people who do, they look at me like I'm a legend. Like,
yeah, you a legend for sure. I want to see what's next. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, independent in LA, like, damn, you threw some of the biggest. This shit was in the LA Times. This shit was on every publication. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? It's like shit. Like, what are you telling them now? What's gonna be next? Just go ahead and you know what's happening. You already been manifesting it. I just want you to speak it out your mouth so they can come back to this podcast like, a year from now, a decade from now, 100 years from now, and they can say, damn, she said that was gonna happen, and now we saw it happen. So tell them what it is. What's coming next?
Well, right now I'm completely focused on my music, and I'm back like focused because now that things are opening back up, the festivals are about to go crazy. Okay. It's a new era too.
New era.
So
damn.
I'm switching it up. It's gonna be on a different level now, and yeah, I'm sure you'll see my name everywhere.
Word. Okay. So now I think personally it's gonna be an even bigger impact just because LA niggas don't appreciate shit.
Hit this.
For sure. LA niggas don't appreciate shit. Like LA niggas they don't appreciate everything you did.
They don't, right?
LA niggas don't appreciate shit.
Damn, what the fucking shame.
But I think niggas other places, I think they appreciate shit though. I think New York appreciated way more. New
York needed that. They didn't have. I brought it out there. They was like, what the fuck?
Right.
This shit is crazy. Everybody's been asking me like, when you doing the next one? I like changed people's lives. Like some of my friends got married at Moon Vibes. Like they met at Moon Vibes. They met their soulmate. Like for real.
So
under the moon.
Hey, I heard Travis Scott sold out his festival like in like 20 minutes or something like that to his own type of kind of like thing that you're doing. And I think I'm not gonna say Travis Scott bitch you because I like Travis Scott, but I think some of the things we did as independent LA artists out here, it inspired these mega stars that are behind the companies to do stuff that we did. You
I'm not even gonna tell you.
Right.
You would never guess. Like you stole my whole shit.
But I heard Travis Scott sold out the whole concert. And every ticket was like $100 to like $2,000 or something, and like I already sold out in 20 minutes.
What?
And people was like,
"He's Travis Scott."
Right, but people was like, "Is that too much for a show?" And I'm like, "No,
not if you're selling your brand. That's what he built. That's his empire."
Right.
So it's like he values it, so he's gonna tax niggas.
It's just energy though. Yeah. It's an experience. Exactly. It's a once in a lifetime experience.
It's just money. It's just money. Money.
It's just a piece of energy
exchange too. So it's like, are you getting your money's worth?
Word.
I feel like that's like worth it.
Word.
To the people who fuck with him like that.
I thought like, if you ask me, I thought the price they were saying was $100 to $1,000 or $2,000. I was like, oh, Travis Scott gave him a deal. Travis, like, he gave y'all some discount shit. This nigga, Travis Scott, is like on fucking Fortnite. This nigga have hella dope songs with all kind of crazy people. He even got collaborations with MIA, Future. Like, this nigga Travis Scott hard on some super RokkStar Space Galactic shit. And he had tickets as cheap as $100. He could have been taxed on like it's $400-$500. I mean $100. Y'all niggas is buying Jordans for $300 and Yeezys for $300. So he could at least tax you to three times as much. Y'all are buying
weed every what?
You're right. So I'm like, damn, he really gave it to you for the low, like.
For the low.
What would you say like a good pricing point is for a festival or for a show? And we gonna get about it after that.
I would say a good price for a festival is around like $80, including like other shit. Like you
discounting them shit. Man.
Yeah, 80.
Damn. Hey, you come to a RokkStar festival, I'm charging you like at least $1,000. So hell yeah. I was keeping it facts with y'all. Don't want to pay a rack to come to my festival. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But hey, she giving y'all a discount. She like Travis Scott. She looking y'all for the low. You feel me? Or maybe that's the entry ticket or whatever. Like, what would be like a higher experience ticket? Maybe
a higher experience.
What, like say
VIP.
Like they could come back and chill with you and artists, or they could be a part of the vibe more. How much is something like that worth? The experience though.
I would say like $150 to $200.
Damn, you really discounting them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, she more a giver than me, man. I'm telling you, I have to charge y'all a lot of racks or whatever. Y'all she's so nice, man. That's all I can say. She's nice. She's got that like that queenly, motherly, womanly energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she really feeding y'all souls through the music. Like, you know how they got that book?
200.
There you go, Chicken Soup for the Soul. When you listen to her music and you look at her
Chicken
energy,
soup.
or you look at her art,
forgot about
if you
that.
even look at the pictures she take, it's gonna feed your soul.
I forgot about that.
So tap in, like, she's real life, like, soul food for in art though form. So we out, RokkStar Podcast, Muzic King. You know what I'm saying? You already know where to find her. You can look at the bottom of the video and tap in and get her all her socials. You feel me?
Add me, niggas.
Right, and make sure you, you know what I'm saying, get a ticket to that show because it's really lit. Like I told you, I feel like it's probably worth $1,000. So, you feel me? Holla at y'all. RokkStar.